My name is Nancy Gail Fox, aka Fox-Taylor. I'm the Medium for God registered business owner in Los Angeles County. I have been doing my channeling work for 20 years to save life on earth. So the more people know that I'm a real medium clear vessel channeler, the more lives can be saved. And I started doing this save life work in 2005. As in February '05, somebody contacted me who had passed away, and she then contacted another channeler on her angel board and spelled out she died and had to speak to Nancy Fox many times per day. And I kept bumping into this woman, an acquaintance, and she kept telling me I had to come and do a reading. And so I did in February '05, and it was channeled, Nancy Fox, you're put on earth to do goodwill and to save the human race. And so I bought an angel board and around July 1st, 2005, and started channeling on it by a white candlelight. And I started getting crime tip words on my angel board, spelled out like the word voyeurism. That means a peeping Tom voyeurist, which later on turned into the crime tip that human traffickers are on spy cameras and surveillance and security cameras. And that's the word spelled on my angel board by God and Jesus Christ, voyeurism. And the first thing my angel board spelled out when I got it out of the box was, "This is God." And every night I sat channeling away, getting different information, spelling many pages. I'm a very fast angel board channeler, and I spell sentences on it very fast. And I did that a couple hours a night starting in July '05. And at this time, I had excelled my intuition, and I was in my 20th year sober in 2005. I'm in my 40th year sober now. So I'd already been very connected to God and following God's will and using my intuition all the time. I'd say starting at age 29. So I'd already been in a very spiritual, intuitive mode for over 15 years. And then my intuition excelled suddenly in '05 when first the neighbor contacted me in my sleep who had died, then contacted an angel board reader. Then I was on cloud nine after doing the reading. Also channeled my dad who died when I was 21. So I was just feeling so elated and mesmerized by this whole miraculous spiritual experience in February '05. Then I bought a house with a spiritual ambiance, and I'd shopped for a house like that for 4 years prior, and then found the perfect house where church bells chimed every hour in the day, where there were large laden oak trees and a spiritual ambiance I'd been searching for. I'm also a screenplay writer, a poet, and a song lyric writer. And so I wanted a house that felt like a writer's retreat as our family home and a spiritual ambiance, which it had. And walking in the house, the church bells chimed. The minute I stepped in the house at an open house, and, and I said, I'm buying the house, I don't have to look around. I could tell by how it felt. And it all went very swiftly and easily, and it was also by my preparation as I was a real estate agent then. But I knew this is God's will, and it's meant to be. I'm supposed to buy this property. And I felt, as I said, I felt more psychic there, more spiritual, and well, I already felt very spiritual for many years and very connected to God. And aligning my will with God's will and being in the moment, following my intuition, and that's my personality. Being a long-time sober 12-step AA lady who leads a 12-step life. And anyway, I felt very psychic and in the house, and very spiritual with the church bells chiming every hour. Felt like a mission. And so I ordered an angel board from the Angel Board Alliance Network on the internet that landed in our driveway by UPS. As I said, first thing it spelled was "This is God." And every night I did the angel board from about 10 till midnight, about an hour to 2 hours or 3 hours a night, channeling away, having different sentences spelled out. And at the same time, stalking, vandalism, and theft went on. And so I am a targeted individual also, unfortunately. So all the while the targeted crimes are going on, I'm doing readings to see what's going on. So I've been piecing this together for 20 years is what I'm explaining also. I am a targeted individual who has been doing readings to see what are gang stalkers doing. And so that's what I wanted to say also. I have been piecing this together for 2 decades, what gang stalkers do to targeted individuals, because unfortunately I am one. So there I was channeling on my angel board every night, and I posted about this on the Angel Board Alliance Network. I blogged it, and I blogged about my channeling experience I was having, and well, my readings have said that many angel board jobs were sent to my name and address because of the blog I wrote on the internet, because I was sitting there channeling God and the Son of God, Jesus Christ, and angels every night. My reading says they sent me jobs to save the human race because it got out verbally. I was told that in February in an angel board reading, and because I wrote about my angel board channeling experience on the internet around July 1st, 2005. That's when we moved in the house. I ordered angel board, landed UPS, channeled every night. And my reading says I generated a lot of angel board jobs to my name and that address. And so around this time in February 05, the mailbox was smashed. Not February, it was sometime during 05. The mailbox was smashed on the ground. It was smashed on the ground again in 06. Later, cars stalked the mailbox, sat in front of it. Cars parked, stood outside of their cars staring at it, stood next to the driveway, on the other side of the driveway, the mailbox on the post, stalked the street, and I thought they were after my real estate business, as a car break-in was done to my Toyota Highlander in our driveway, and my real estate listing portfolio was stolen. So I thought realtors were stalking, they were after my business. I still think that also. And readings have said they stole my psychic angel board jobs I generated by my post, because I was sitting channeling God and the Son of God on my angel board every night. So readings say they stole a lot of my psychic jobs and money out of the mailbox on a post. That's why they smashed it on the ground twice and stalked it and zoomed around the street. So that makes sense. So I match up the crimes the gang stalkers committed, and I match it up with my psychic tips as I was doing readings to see what is going on, who is doing this. And my angel board spelled out many times, it's a 2 or more lied son of Satan conspiracy who take people to sex slavery by lying. And a conspiracy is when 2 people plot to do something together. So obviously two people planned to uh, stalk the mailbox. I saw two cars with stalkers standing outside staring at the mailbox that looked like real estate women in real estate clothes. I saw a locksmith truck parked on the street, and my angel board spelled out that a woman had a locksmith make keys to the house. And my angel board reading kept spelling out gin in the garage and keys in the pot and 9 keys and things like this a million times over. And my reading says they frame targeted individuals, nice mothers, by making keys to the house and planting them in a pot outside that the mother never knows of. So they put mothers and children in danger by making keys and leaving them out in a pot. My reading says. My reading says they broke in the garage and planted alcohol to frame me, a long-time sober AA lady, because I am sober in AA since February 9th, 1985, and I've almost 40 years of sobriety. So my reading says they went to town to take me down to steal my Son of God angel board jobs, sent because I was channeling God and the Son of God every night on my angel board, and that they stole my jobs and money to do ID theft and to pretend my job titles were there for the two or more lied Son of Satan conspiracy to lie they got Son of God jobs when they're the Son of Satan. That's what my readings have said a million times over. And then about $1,000 of my clothes went missing from the house. So I match up, as I said, fact, tips of things that really happened and what my psychic readings say happened. As I'm always doing readings every day for 20 years, what is going on? Who is doing this? And what's their motive? Who are my enemies? And so on. And 4 pairs of my True Religion jeans went missing, or about $200 a piece. As I lost weight on a low-carb diet, I started December 04. So the middle of 05, I lost 25, 30 pounds. I bought all new clothes. And my reading says that women hated how I looked in True Religion jeans. So they committed hate crimes and did the gang stalking and catnapping, vandalism, car break and theft, and stole $1,000 worth of clothes from our house. And and somebody had said to me around this time in 07, boy, some women sure don't like your clothes and the way you dress. And I said, oh, I don't care. I like my clothes. And as I was a costume designer on movies and a costume supervisor in the movie business for 17 years. So I happen to be an expert in fashion and clothing, as that is what I did for a living. I dressed actresses to look their best, and that was my job for a very long time, Nancy G. Fox, costume designer. So I bought clothes I loved that I knew were flattering, and I put outfits together after a diet, and I bought clothes I liked, and I didn't care if anyone else liked them or not. As being a costume designer, I was the one who decided what everyone was wearing. And anyway, well, that's how I am. I also went to Codependence Anonymous when I was about 28 to learn to do what you like, not to dress for other people. So that's kind of how I can be. I wear clothes I like. I don't care if anyone else likes them. I am not one to seek approval and opinions and all of that. I bought a house I loved. I bought clothes I liked and furniture for our family room, for our family life, and did what I liked. I didn't care if anyone else liked it or not, as I am just that way. And that's from all my 12-step programs, AA, Codependence Anonymous, ACA, Al-Anon, where you learn to be yourself, be in touch with who you are, do what you feel is right, what you like and not worry what other people think. So you're not seeking approval for a house you buy or clothes you like. You're doing what you like, what feels right for you. And my readings say that many who stormed around our house and mailbox and catnapped and vandalized, stole property, car breaking, stole $1,000 worth of clothes. Reading says they didn't like that I wore True Religion jeans out at night, and so that many were in it to do hate crimes, to do me in, that they were mad, jealous, that I look good in jeans after a diet. My readings say this. And somebody said this to me, as I said, verbally. And he said, boy, some women sure don't like the clothes you wear, and something like that. And I said, oh, I don't care if they like them, because I was a costume designer. So I wore what I liked, what I knew I looked the best in. And so my reading says it was a combination of things, and some of it was hate crimes, and some of it was to steal my real estate business, and some of it was to steal my angel board jobs and money out of our mailbox on a post, and my UPS FedEx is off the porch, sent by the post I wrote on the Angel Board Alliance website. And my reading says many people made people mad for nothing and set up the hate crimes by lying about everything that I was doing and did. My readings have said that they lied. I spent too much on the 2-story house just to look good at an AA party we had there February '05. When no, I updated the house to sell it to buy another house, and not for the AA party. And Reedy says they just made up stories and imagined things, and that then they lied. Oh, she owed her ex-husband money from the 2-story, and oh, she bought that house